Today we'll study about an experiment called resonance tube. Okay, so in this experiment we'll be making use of phenomena of resonance to find the speed of sound in air at a room temperature. Okay, using a resonance tube. Right. So before starting with the experiment, we need to know what is the meaning of resonance. Resonance का क्या मतलब है? We need to know that. Okay. So for that we need to know, understand what is meaning of natural frequency of a body, forced frequency and frequency of forced vibrations. Okay, right. So we'll see about the apparatus that we'll be using in this particular experiment. Okay, this is a jar. Okay, which is filled with water. Okay, this is a hollow tube. This is a hollow tube. Okay. It is also called as a resonance tube. These are the tuning forks. Okay, on the tuning forks we can see certain values have been inscribed. इसके ऊपर कुछ values लिखा है. Like this is a tuning fork whose frequency is 512 hertz. This is a tuning fork whose frequency is 480 hertz. This is a tuning fork of 341 hertz and so on. Okay, so these are the tuning forks, and when we strike a tuning fork, they start vibrating at a particular frequency. They start vibrating at a particular frequency, and the frequency at which they would be vibrating, okay, it's been inscribed on its body. Okay, so when I strike this tuning fork, it will be vibrating at a frequency of 512 hertz. Right. So in this case, this is a resonance tube. In a resonance tube, if you see a resonance tube, okay, it is inside it there is a water filled up to a certain level, and above water, okay, there is air inside a resonance tube. Okay, in physics textbook you would have studied, okay, that air is called as what? Air column. It is called as what? Air column. Right. So again, the when I strike a tuning fork and place it at its open end of a resonance tube, okay, then what happens? The air inside a tube starts what? Vibrating. Air inside a tube starts what? Vibrating, and the frequency at which the air particles are vibrating, okay, that is called as the natural frequency of a air particle. It is called as what? Natural frequency of what? Air particles, and this natural frequency, it depends upon the length of a air column. Okay, air column के length के ऊपर क्या रहता है? Length, natural frequency of what? Air particles depend. That is, as if I take out a resonance tube out of a glass jar, that is, in other words, if I go on increasing the length of a air column, then the natural frequency with which air particles are vibrating, it keeps on changing. It changes. Okay, so that is a natural frequency. Meaning of natural frequency is what? Frequency. When we set a body into vibration, the frequency at which it vibrates is called as what? Natural frequency of that body. And we need to keep in mind that natural frequency depends upon what? The length. Natural frequency किसके ऊपर depend करता है? Depends upon what? Length. Right. So in this particular experiment, okay, suppose if I hold a tuning fork for a longer time, hold its opening. Okay, if I hold a tuning fork, hold the opening for a longer time, then the air particles are under the influence of what? This external periodic force. Okay, this tuning fork, they are vibrating. Okay, because of which what? The sound waves which are produced, it will be traveling downwards inside a tube. Okay, so air particles what? Start vibrating. But say if I am holding it for a longer time, that air particles would be under the influence of the external periodic force. That is, it will start vibrating at a frequency of what? External periodic force, and at a particular length, okay, if I go on changing the length of a resonance tube, okay, the natural frequency of what? Air particles, it will not change. At a particular length, the natural frequency of air particles will become same as the frequency of the forced vibration, or the frequency of what? A tuning fork. Okay, at that point we say what? A resonance has occurred, and when resonance occurred, the air particles will not start vibrating at a maximum amplitude. Okay, air particles will start vibrating at a maximum amplitude. Okay, that is called as what? Phenomenon of resonance. Okay, and as we know, the sound intensity is directly proportional to what? Square of amplitude. So आपको कैसा पता चलेगा whether a length is a resonating length or not? At a particular length, we can hear a sound of a larger intensity, right? So if you see a diagram over here, okay, so this is a glass jar. This is a resonance tube which has been placed in a glass jar. Okay, this is the vibrating tuning fork which we are placing above the resonance tube. So the sound wave which is been produced by tuning fork, it moves in a downward direction. As water is a denser medium as compared to air, it would be getting reflected, so that the node forms at the node would be forming at what? The denser at a surface of a water surface. Okay, and antinode would be forming at the open open end of a resonance tube. Okay, but you might have studied in what your theory also that the antinode doesn't form exactly at its open end, but what? Certain height above the open end. Okay, which we can correct using what? End correction. Okay, right? And as we know, the distance between node and antinode in terms of a wavelength is what? It is lambda by 4. It is what? It is lambda by 4. Okay, right? So at a particular length, okay, we cannot change the length of a resonance tube. We can change the length of a air column. ये जो air column है उसका length we can change by what? Taking out a resonance tube out of a water. We cannot increase the length. So as the length changes, the natural frequency of air particles, natural frequency of what? Air particles would be changing, and at a particular length, this natural frequency will become same as the frequency of what? This tuning fork. Okay, so that length is called as what? Resonating length. Okay, suppose which is been shown over here what? By a capital L. Okay, which is what? The length of a tube, that is we measure the length from what? The surface, water surface toward the open end. Okay, we can measure it using a normal scale. Okay, and end correction we cannot find, and that is we can't directly measure a wavelength. Okay, but we can measure a length of a air column. Okay, and as we know, a distance between node and antinode is what? It is lambda by 4. So using that, we can find out speed of a sound in air at a room temperature. Okay, we know formula for speed of sound in air, how much it is? V is equal to n lambda. Okay, right? So substituting for lambda from here, lambda would be how much? It will be 4 times L. Okay, whereas L is the corrected resonating length, which is given by what? Length of a air column into what? End correction, which is 0.3 times the diameter of a metal tube. Okay, so first we have to measure a diameter of a metal tube. Okay, so for that we will be making of a vernier caliper, about which using of a vernier caliper was an experiment for what? 11th standard. Okay, but since you have not used a vernier caliper, okay, we'll measure an inner diameter using a scale. Okay, it hardly makes what any difference. Okay, but if you are using a vernier caliper, we make use of what? Upper jaws to measure inner diameter. That is, we put a upper jaws inside a tube. Okay, right? So that the upper jaws are what? Just touching the inner surface of a inner diameter of a tube, and take its reading. The method of taking reading is what? We will say this is called as what? It is called as a vernier scale. This is the main scale. Okay, so we can say it is what is 3.5 and 3.6. That is, it is in between what? 3.6 and 3.7. So we'll be taking how much? What? The inner diameter is how much? It is 3.6 centimeter. Okay, the accuracy I can show you from over here also. Roughly how much it is? Roughly the diameter is how much? It is 3.6 centimeter, right? So more accuracy is not required in this case. You will be keeping the inner diameter as what? 3.6. Multiply it by what? 0.3. How much it will be? 3.6 into 03 would be how much? Okay, it is 1.08 centimeter. That is the end correction, okay, which would be adding, right? So in our experiment, we'll be making use of a tuning fork of the given values, okay. While performing the experiment, you can take a tuning fork of what? Any frequency, okay, but in our laboratory, we'll be making use of what? The tuning forks of this set values of this set frequencies, that is 512 Hz, 480 Hz, 341 Hz, 320 Hz and 288 Hz, right? So basic idea is, first will be again if we see a sequence, okay, we are starting a experiment in a with a tuning fork of a higher frequency, okay, and then we are going decreasing the frequency of a tuning fork, okay, right? So while you are performing the experiment, make sure that this tube is exactly in a vertical plane, okay. We strike a tuning fork. The basic idea is, okay, we strike a tuning fork, that is we set a tuning fork in vibration, okay. It acts as a forced vibration when we are placing it over the open end, okay, right? And we increase the length of a air column by what? Taking out a resonance tube out of a water, okay, thereby increasing the length of a air column. So we can say at a particular length, we can hear a sound of a larger intensity. Okay, right? Again, we can do it by what? Trial and error method. Okay, directly, even though if you can't measure, okay, we can find it by trial and error method. Okay, so at this length, okay, I can hear a sound of a larger intensity. Okay, at this length, I can hear a sound of a larger intensity. That is the natural frequency of what? Air particles has become same as the frequency of a tuning fork, right? So we can say what the air particles are what they are vibrating at a frequency of 512 Hz, okay, whereas the length we can measure directly from the scale or the tube is being graduated. So you can measure a length, that is kaun sa graduation is what is at the water surface. So you can make it of a scale to find the length, okay. So we can see how much it is. It is 16 centimeter for what? 512 Hz. It is how much it is? 16 centimeter. Okay. So right over here for 512 Hz, what is the resonating length? It is 16 centimeter. Again, this phenomena would be occurring only at a particular length. Okay. See, if this phenomena occurs only at a particular length. Again, while we are performing the experiment, okay, increase the length through a very small distance so that the frequency that we are getting, it is a fundamental frequency, okay, not its higher orders, okay, right? So we can see if I increase the length, the intensity of sound out, it decreases, but only at a particular length for a given frequency, we can hear a sound of a larger intensity, that is called as, that length is called as a resonating length. Okay, so for 512 Hz, how much it is? It is 16 centimeter. Okay, right? Just to make sure more readings you will be taking for a given frequency, you will be minimizing the errors. Okay, so take one more reading for what? Same tuning fork, for the same frequency, that is 512 Hz. Okay. So if you are doing it right for the first time, it will be remaining almost same, that is 16 centimeter. So we can take a mean, how much it is? 16 centimeter. Okay. Just now we are seeing what is the end correction. What is the end correction? It is 1.08 centimeter. Okay. So at the end correction over here, so you will be getting a corrected length. Okay. So how much it will be? 17.08 centimeter. It will be at 17.08 centimeter. Okay. So lastly, find out the value of what n into L, that is the frequency with which the air column is vibrating, air particles is vibrating, and the resonating length, that is multiply 512 into what 17.08. That will be the value you will be getting for what NL. Okay, right. Similarly, follow it for the remaining tuning forks of the different frequencies. Okay. Now let us see tuning fork of what 480 hertz. Okay. The reason, as I said, we had what placed it in a particular order, that is decreasing order, is as we know what frequency that is inversely proportional to what L. Okay. So as I am reducing the frequency of a tuning fork, what will happen to the resonating length? It will not go on increasing. Resonating length it will not go on increasing. So since I chosen a tuning fork whose vibrating frequency is 480 hertz, उसका जो resonating length रहेगा, it would be at more than or 16 centimeter. Okay, so instead of what starting from what first, we can look for a length at which it is resonating. Okay, from इसके ऊपर का length पे we can check. Okay, that is okay. I've taken a tuning fork of what 480 hertz. Set this into vibration. Slowly increase the length of a air column. Take out a tube out of a water. So find the length. We can see over here the frequency intensity has got reduced. Okay. You can hear a sound intensity at this point very clearly. Okay. So tight karo screw यहाँ पे and measure the length. Okay. We can see from over here how much it is. 16. It is 17 centimeter. How much it is? It is 17 centimeter. Just a minute. Okay. You can see how much it is. It is 17 centimeter. Okay. It is what? It is 17 centimeter for 480 hertz. Note down. Okay. Right. As I said earlier. Okay. Do it proper for the first time so that we can write the same value for what in all the cases. Add a end correction. So how much it will be? 17 plus 1.08, that is 18.08 centimeter. Okay, right. So again we can get a value of what NL for in what this case, that is multiply 480 into 18.08 centimeter. We'll be getting a value of what NL. Okay, and so on. Do it for remaining frequencies also. Right. So in this case, the value of what NL, it will be at remaining constant. The value of what NL, it will be at remaining constant. Okay, right. And substitute, find its mean. Substitute as we have studied. Okay, what is the formula for velocity? Velocity is equal to 4 times NL. Okay, so find its mean and multiply it by 4. You would be getting a value of what? Velocity. You will be getting a value of what? Velocity. Right. Again, in this particular experiment, okay, if, in an examination, suppose if you are not able to get a correct readings, okay. Reasons can be anything. A student can be nervous. Yeah, बहुत सारे reasons हो सकते हैं. So in this case, we can what? Manipulate the readings. Okay. So we know what is the we are performing experiment in what? CJ system. Okay. We know what is the velocity of sound in air at a room temperature. Somewhat it is close to what? 341 meter per second. That, or we can write it in what? 34100 centimeter per second. ये क्या है? उसका velocity है. तो just divide the value. Okay, divided by 4. So we can find what value of NL we should what get. Okay, so we can see इसका value क्या रहेगा? It would be in range between what 8,000 to what 9,000 के बीच में we should get a value of what NL. Okay, for what each of a case, then only what our experiment it will get, it would be proper, it will be correct. If it is less than 8,000, if it is more than 9,000, in that case mean it will be either too less, yeah, it will be too large. In that case, velocity that we are getting, it won't be correct. So while you are performing a experiment, just make a note that आपका जो value आना चाहिए should be in between 8,000 hertz centimeter, a centimeter per hertz centimeter, what 8,000 hertz centimeter. Okay, right? So this is how we can find the value of what velocity of sound by a phenomenon of what resonance. Thank you.